Hi guys, I've just been working on a really big stress test, so I've got tons and tons of these nodes everywhere from a little experiment, and I just thought I'd just start to sort of organize them here. Could organize them even more if we wanted. So these just all chain off each other, so they go down the way and up. And as you can see, when you zoom out, you get little mini versions of everything, so you can kind of read it at a distance. And if you zoom out more, that'll fade and it will just be your comments that you see. So the comments are really handy for, you know, what's going on somewhere. Still working on it, but it's definitely worked in terms of optimization. Now if you hold down shift, it shows you all these all this data that you might or might not need. I thought it was a bit of a cluster having them there anyway. And it's really if you just want a cycle count to know when you've met a full screen for raster counting. This counts all the way up now. It used to reset when it done a line, which was kind of pointless. So so it counts and counts until it's done a line's worth. So you can see you can get quite a lot of information out of this now. So I'm just going to zoom out again. You can see all your little labels and the instructions show up, and then if you zoom out more, it's just your comments. So I found that is quite a good way to optimize things. Another new thing that I've been working on is that you can control drag a whole bunch of nodes and just move them around, or control drag and clone them if you still hold control down, and that all should work with undo as well and redo. So undo and redo also works. You can see how many states there is for different things. It's just a kind of state holder. So yeah, that's pretty much what's kind of new here. I worked on this last few days just to get it working well, and there's still another couple of bugs here and there where this sort of thing happens. It just concatenates up comments even though they shouldn't. So that's just because it's tied in with the way you sort of drag nodes around, and that will happen with any nodes, to be fair. So if I threw in some of these and control drag them, it will kind of reorganize them. Could be handy, but I don't know. In any case, you're only going to move comments on their own, or you can throw comments into places like that. There you go. So that's what's new in C64 Dev machine, other than music and sound effects, which I think I mentioned in the previous video. And I'm due to do a big full update soon of everything. Just trying to get a couple more things finished, and it should be good. I want to get autosave in there as well. And a code block, so something like all this code is way too much, right? It's just too much of an eyesore. So what we'll have is a macro, which is just a code block, and it means that you can just write your instructions like you would in a normal text IDE, and that way you have that kind of old school vibe. I'll copy the style of more popular ones like C64 Studio. Somewhere in between that and Kick Assembler. Just need to see what most people use, but I'm pretty sure it will just be the same kind of logic here, apart from these weird instructions that I've had to put in place, so you know what instruction style that you're using, what addressing mode you're using. So I'm not too sure how I'll go about that, but I'll definitely get some advice from people that are using the text-based IDEs. So yeah, so shift to see all these. You can see it's a performance hit because it has to calculate a lot of things. That's why I've tied it into shift, but as soon as you let go of that, it's perfectly nice. And the extra culling and stuff that you get here, you get all the information you need. It does hit the frame rate, but hopefully it also culls things when they're out of view, so the frame rate will go back up again. Sorry, you can't really see that. But yeah, even with that many little nodes, and the point of this tool is that there will be macros, and like I said, a code block would essentially be a macro, we call it code block, and you could just put loads of code in there and it would still execute the same. I just need to make a whole new text editor now round about it, so it's kind of then going to be like a hybrid. You use nodes or you can use code, and I guess that's just the evolution of this tool, and that's where we're at with it. Glad you have been enjoying the videos. Should soon get on to making a game now that these are complete, and I look forward to making something and breaking stuff. Oh my god, look at all this. That's all these org blocks next to each other. But yeah, I do look forward to making this more improved. This is the rough version, so it will evolve over time, and hopefully nothing breaks, hopefully everything still works after I've done all these little changes to it, and I hope you enjoy making stuff with it. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Bye.